Okay, I believe it's 6 o'clock. Call the meeting of the Parks and Trails of Kansas City Committee to order. We have everyone here. Bonnie Taylor is not here. Mr. Gregory is not here. Mr. Harsh is not here. Mr. Harsh told me that he was having some problems with Hayfield. Probably was not going to make it, but he was going to try to. And I believe Mr. Gregory is out of town. Lonnie, I'm just not sure what's going to be a problem later. Like to welcome everybody to the meeting tonight. Appreciate y'all being out on this nice cool afternoon. First order of business would be to review the minutes from our June 1st, 2021 meeting. Look over your agenda on that. Is there any additions, deletions, corrections to the minutes? Mr. Ford? We have a motion by Mr. Ford, second by Mr. Gully, to approve the minutes as presented. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? They are approved. Next, we'll get into the mayor's report. Mayor, when you just want to bring all these things up to the committee when you're doing that, since basically they're all coming from you and you're what knows about it.
Yes, and I'd also, there's a couple of things I need to add to the agenda if we could.
Okay. You're on.
The first one being, we received a solid waste audit this morning. Now I need to send that to the solid waste committee. That was already going to go in front of them on July 20th, but I'm waiting for the committee to get it officially sent to the solid waste committee. And the second is going to be the budget amendment that's going to be required for the local parks and recreation fund grant that we're receiving. That was not part of the budget, but we didn't know if we were getting it or not, and we didn't get that after the budget was already finalized and passed.
Okay, so let's make the solid waste report item G and the budget amendment, possible budget amendment for Parks and Rec item H. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Like I said, since all these things that we have, all these items basically you're going to be introduced or talking about. If you want to just
Yeah, that's right.
kind of compare it, I think that would be good.
A lot of the times, particularly referring to the current municipal code, these are codes that have not been updated since the county went metro. And some of them, in talking to the county attorney, we need to go back and look at. The Title 11, that's the first one you see, that's actually for law enforcement provisions. There's some provisions in here that are out of date, and we want to send that to law enforcement committee so we can get these looked at. And we've got certain things in here that make some violation of local ordinance, but they're already a violation of state law. Most law enforcement, if you got a state statute criminalizing something, they don't worry about ordinances. So, talking to the county attorney, there's sections in here he recommends we can just remove completely and make them rely on state statutes that haven't worried this. They're not going to enforce it.
So title 11 will take to law enforcement committee. Were there any of these others that came to law enforcement or that?
That's the only one.
Okay. Any questions on it? I think we can do them all at the end unless we, sign up to.
Any questions on the Title 11? Now I'll move on.
Okay, please.
The Title 4, since we are doing the wage study and want to submit a rewrite of the personnel policy, Title 4 of the municipal code actually covers a lot of stuff that's going to be in the personnel policy. It actually has a separate personnel policy that's passed by the town of Hartselle that was never taken out, even though the commission has passed a personnel policy after that. that conflicts with what was passed afterwards, so we're gonna have to basically go through this, and the county attorney will have to help me out exactly how it needs to be done. I'm not perfectly clear on that, but we want to make sure that what's in that code, if we need to change it, what we're gonna pass, then we need to rewrite all that, make sure that we submit the ordinance that rewrites all this. Or maybe put some language in saying that these policies are going to be passed separately and they're not going to be included in the code. I'm not sure exactly how that needs to be done, but since this title covers all that, and it's got drug testing policy, it's got sexual harassment policy, it's got all of those that were passed by town Hartsville, and Hartsville Travis County government has passed something completely different since then. So we just need to get that addressed and make sure that we only have one policy out there floating around, and we don't have that come back to bite us. So we need to send that to the personnel committee.
I looked that over, and I do concur with this, where it needs to go. I think that'd be the best place to take it long. Any objection to that? Any questions on it?
I just have a question. You made mention that since we've done the weight study, we're going to use that weight study to rewrite our personnel policy. I know that we like that. I don't remember being on any conversation where we were just looking at the weight study. We were going to give the report back, not that we were looking at again.
Well, the wage study is going to be submitted along with the personnel policy. The county attorney's advice, the county attorney's advice was when you submit, make your wage study either an addendum or some kind of exhibit from your personnel policies included in your personnel policy, use it going forward. So we're going to submit it all as one package. Now, you're going to debate it, and there's going to be things that's going to be discussed pretty in depth, but as far as what it's going to be included once it is passed, whatever, it's going to be in the personnel policy per legal advice of the county attorney.
Due to the size of that, would it help expedite things if we separate them and look at the personnel policy, came back and did it on the way committee, or?
As you're discussing in committee, I imagine it probably will be a separate discussion because the personnel policy is going to cover, leave and all that kind of stuff, and I can see the discussion being separate. However, the county attorney saying you put it forward as one package, you include it as an exhibit or something on the personnel policy when it's done and completed. So imagine discussions will be separate, just when you have your separate discussion, you decide whatever the wage scale is going to be, and whatever motion it is included, but it is included as an exhibit or an addendum to the personnel policy.
Does wage study need to go before budget finance before goes before personnel?
If not, we would,
I mean, it should be.
and we reviewed it before we should also do that.
And you have to go to the things before it's adopted, for sure, but until you have hashed it out somewhere, so what this means, what you're doing with it, I think that we're gonna have to, whichever one comes first, you're still gonna have to talk about it. Either one is not going to pass, it's going to be a recommendation to the full body, so.
I don't know what the budget.
A lot of these things, I think we're gonna see, that you're gonna go for what it is. And particularly that primary driver on that will be personnel. The primary driver on funding it will be that's my thing. Y'all have different thoughts.
I just didn't know what budget they look at first, and then see where it involves.
Well, I don't think we're gonna really know what we're looking at. until, Put it forth as part of the personnel policy, instrument ranking. And it would need to go personnel first. If we're restricted in that just wage, then I could see it going strictly to budget finance. But it's gonna have to line up.
It's going to end up with both at one time. That's one need to go first.
I think personnel needs to go first. Mayor?
Yeah, I would say personnel needs to go first, but part of the wage study was a kind of 30,000 foot view, looking at all your benefits, and there are some recommendations in there, given insurance and other things. So I would say that needs to be a package put together and recommended from personnel that goes to budget and finance.
Anything having to do with policy would be first season would affect budget wise. We might have some discussions about it, but as you say, there's no decision, but I would certainly think we did have a discussion and then the budget finance and further discuss two different things.
Any other questions on that? Ms. Ford?
One question, comment, once it goes to the finance, could be sent back.
It could have. Or if they, you know, if they have one committee recommends it, one that doesn't, but it's still gonna be up to the full body to make the decision. We'll take that up to the personnel meeting first. And then item C,
And looking at our current codes, it still has that we are using Southern Building Code and all kinds of other codes we don't follow anymore, so we need to go back and make sure we update those to include our current codes we're following. Probably want to submit a rewrite that more closely follows Lebanon. They have some language in there, so I think it'll make it easier for ours. And then in the future, when we adopt the codes, we'll just excise or replace one certain part of that code and then insert with the updated code we're going to adopt. I want to look at their language, and I think their language looks a little bit better than what we currently have. And then also through the wage study that came up regarding the building inspector, there's an issue there that under the International Residential Code, I believe, that the position there is to sign off on all things that office does should actually be called a building official, not building inspector. So that's something that Mr. Edwards has asked that I bring to the commission to get looked at. So that's part of Title 12 and 14 is the building inspector is listed in certain places. So on his request, I bring that to the commission, see if we get that sent to the codes and zoning, and then address it there along with getting these rewrites to make sure we have the current codes stated in our codes.
I think most of the codes we refer to the authority having jurisdiction as the building official. And the reason that is that it's more of a descriptive term than an actual title. Some people call theirs building inspector, some call it plumbing inspector, residential inspector, construction inspector. They use a lot of terms throughout the industry for that person. And building official is all encompassing, is why it's always, you know, been there. It's one thing that has caused confusion, and if there's any way we can cut down the confusion by trying to implement the title that's most commonly used throughout the building code, it would certainly be worth it. That's my understanding of that. That one I would assume goes to codes and zoning enforcement.
Yes, sir. That'll actually be item C and D on the agenda.
Right. Any objection to that? Any questions? Move on to item E.
And looking at our current phone system, we have gotten 100 licenses when we first switched to this system. We are currently using 99 of those licenses. Archives has requested a phone line. We currently don't have one. And then with the addition of another ag extension officer coming in and an assistant to the election commission coming in, we won't have enough phone licenses to sort that out. So speaking with Mitel, it's now, well, it's formerly Shortel, now it's called Mitel. They said we would have to upgrade to their enterprise package. So it's going to require some one-time switch over fees. That's going to total $12,724.52. This is an upgraded software and other hardware that goes along with it. It has to do some switches and servers and all that stuff you have to upgrade to go over the 100 that are added as an additional 50 phones optional. So we will be able to grow in the future. I mean, it should be a long time for we ever use up an additional 50 licenses. There will be a recurring fee every year of $1,563.39 every quarter, so it comes up to roughly, I think, around $6,800 annually for licenses and going forward with some software support. And for each additional phone, we would add on that to be $248.50 for each phone. But if we use 3 phones, it'll be $348.50 times 3. not going ahead and doing all 50%. That is what they recommended. Right now, we are stuck on 9.5, 100, and we don't have enough funds to go around for everything. And we are growing, and probably in the next year to 2 to 3 years, you're going to see some requests come from other elected officials to add their staff to the growth from their expansion in the county.
This would need to go to the communications committee first, and then finance.
Yes, sir.
Just to go AT&T.
It will not, because there are certain offices that are required to have AT&T, we have no option on that. Your courts, your jail, those kind of things, they have to have AT&T hardline, and we have no option. But everything else should be pretty much, that's not required to be AT&T, will be on this system.
Questions on that? I think this is, we anticipated this when we went to this system a few years back. We knew that we would grow past it, and, I'm surprised that we haven't had to actually look at this. Mr. Gunn,
What is the annual cost now?
So the quarterly cost right now is $972.89, so this would add an additional $590.50 per quarter.
any other questions? In this first communications committee, I think maybe we can have to make recommendations on it. And then, we'll look at putting the money together, but finance, if there's. Next, I think item F. Talk about that a bit.
Yes, sir, right. Actually, right about the time COVID hit, we were having discussions with the comptroller's office for approval of our budget. They asked us to send us a copy of their charter, and they looked over it, read over it. And seeing that we have to do our budget on 3 readings, they asked if we would consider doing it by resolution. They asked if we could look at that instead of doing it the way we're currently doing, to do it by resolution. They thought that would make it much easier. And they streamlined the process, and they didn't require one-time approval, which other cities do. So they asked us to look at that. So we've brought it to the commission this year to look at it. This is a request that we examine this from the comptroller's office.
Why is this an issue to them? I really don't understand why they would care how they vote, as long as we don't vote.
Well, their feeling was that this would get you to where you could prove it a little bit quicker, than you can't have to read it 3 times, just do it once on the resolution. Because I don't think there's very many that do it 3 times. I think us in Moore County, outside of that, I don't know who does it 3 times.
Mr. Ford?
Is it charter required 3 times?
It does
You have
require,
to change the charter.
you would have to change the charter, and that's why we had it as a charter. You have to change it that way, because there's 2 ways to amend the charter. One being it comes from the county commission, the second is a petition by the public. And then it has to go to referendum to amend the charter. So they asked us to bring this to the commission to look at this as a possibility, and so that's what we've done.
Claire?
There's only 2 counties in the state that's doing it on 3 readings.
I said, there's only 2 that I can tell you off the top of my head, and it says Moore County, because we basically use Moore County's charter when they wrote ours. Outside of that, I don't know any other ones. I know a lot of cities do it just by resolution.
Do most of them do about 1 reading or 2 readings?
I don't know, you have various different ones on different budget laws all across the state. I know Smith County, I think, does 2 readings. Outside of that, I'm not sure.
Historically, when we were doing these budgets, the most we ever had, for the most part, was 2 anyway. Well, about 2/3 majority, go ahead and vote for the 3rd reading at the same time, so in terms of readings, it's all pretty much been 2. We have had capacity to fail, to have that further discussion. I don't know if we ever really had 3 separate readings. 2 different lines. Still 3.
I can see for sure. I don't think 2 which is free. I could see where there could come up a problem, much like we had this time. We approved our budget on first reading and then had to come back and make changes to it. So it would simplify the process, it would streamline the process, it would drag it out. So I can see advantages, I can see disadvantages, but ultimately it had to go. I guess we need to take it to the charter review commission for them to look at.
You can send it to the charter, not reading it, if I remember correctly, you can send it to the charter revision commission if you want to, or the county commission, just do it yourselves. I personally would like to send it to the charter revision, because that's what it's set up for, to look at any possible changes and make recommendations or not recommend.
Are there any other things that they've got looming possibly?
Not anything serious. I know Mr. Clarity had a couple of things he wanted to look at as far as structurally, as far as the inner workings of the government, they'll get to this depth. This is really not how to move it.
Question?
Did the charter commission ever get set up? That was a discussion about, we never had a first call meeting. My understanding.
We got it all made in place, but during COVID, we didn't have any reason to get together. We still had till next year to get it put in place. That's why we went ahead and brought it now. Last time I looked at two active COVID cases, vaccinations have gone up. I just think it's a lot safer than doing now than it was back in January. We had 108 active cases. So just time and trying to protect the members of the commission.
I guess what I'm saying is we're sending it to a commission that is not, had its initial meeting. Just follow.
Well, they are a named committee, I mean, they are a standing committee, and they have representatives, names as far as their office, or they would have to decide that. Do they have officer or not?
Well, you as the chairman of the county commission, you can appoint somebody as an initial chairman just to hear it, and then they can do the organization and conduct business after that, just as any other committee, board, or anything else.
Someone have to call it.
Sure.
Since it's been over a year, we need to call those people and see if they still willing to serve. So there was about 3 county commissioners, the rest of them are voting. They may change their minds. Be around.
That's something we can check into. However, I believe they were all members of the public outfit, the county commissioners, if I remember correctly.
And they were serving. I remember right. It was myself, Landon, and myself.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, the rest of them were out. But it's been over a year, we're going to have a meeting, we got canceled because of COVID. Never been one call to organize it.
I think several questions, valid questions need to be answered. Do something with this, there's no rush on this, but I think we can get those things answered. In due time, try to beat the process. Just for,
What's your deadline? I'll put it on there. 9 months out.
April 2020, I believe is what it is.
for the election.
22, yes, I'm.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I think they've got plenty of time to get organized, maybe, if there's some that are not going to be able to fulfill their obligation. We've got plenty of time to replace them.
That's all I was trying to get, just much easier. That could take a little time, so.
Yeah, I can see where, because of the amount of time and fast, people might not be here. So,
That's my understanding of it. Call that meeting, maybe call it initially. That's why I'm trying.
Well, my understanding,
no problem.
I believe the county commission chairman can appoint somebody as an interim chairman, and that person can call a meeting. We can do that for all boards, commissions, and committees.
The last time they did, they did their premature, or they still on.
No, it changed, I believe at the time, was it, no, it wasn't Mr. Falco. I want to say it was Debbie Jenkins, but I'm not sure.
Did you?
Oh, okay, Mr. Perry.
You're still on.
Like I said, it's been over a year, we don't think those people are still willing. So, they're asked.
Oh, why don't you just follow on? This is a suggestion.
I got my mind to who they were.
Look at you. I think if this has been recommended by the comptroller's office, we need to, try to move forward. There's not a big deadline, I think that everything is happening, this happen. Check, make sure this is still good, check with the and stuff. Everybody okay with it? Yes, no, thank you. This is yes, this is no, this is no. I'm getting a lot of things. Okay,
If I remember correctly, it's supposed to be one out of the commission district.
that's it.
10.
Yes. All right. Item G,
We have been hiring a consultant, it's Rebecca Caldwell, she used to be with Greater National Regional Council. Her position was terminated due to end of funding. And she was gone out as a consultant, we retained her to do a solid waste audit, so that's basically an organizational efficiency audit of the entire solid waste services of the county government, so that's your door-to-door trash service, the convenience center, the recycling services, everything, top to bottom. She did submit her final report. I got it this morning. I've already asked her, should it be at the July 20th solid waste committee meeting? She said she would be there to discuss it, so I just want to formally bring it from the commission and have that sent to solid waste committee, and I'll send out that copy of the solid waste audit to them. If anybody else wants to take a look at it, it should be there to discuss it in person, answer any questions on July 20th. She had several recommendations.
so we have received a report, we're going to get into the solid waste committee first. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll get, should be able to send it to them in the morning, so they got plenty of time to look it over, and said they can come up with any questions, and Mrs. Caldwell will be there on July 20th to answer any questions, and go more in depth in the study.
Thank you. 6 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. H,
Yeah, that's, I believe, make the announcement at the last county commission meeting, we did receive the local parks and recreation fund grant. This is to do the ADA improvements and includes the play equipment at the Tree Park. That is going to require us as a 50-50 match. We received a little over $94,000 of grant funds. We need to go ahead and budget for the entire amount, as we, this is going to be a reimbursement grant. So it'll be well over $188,000. So we need to go ahead and make sure we land in the budget to account for this.
does it need to go to Park and Rec before it goes to budget and finance, you think? Or just-
They voted to go ahead and submit the application and fund it. They've done that months ago, so I think it just goes straight to budget and finance.
Put that on this month's agenda for budget and finance. Any questions on it? People for me, anything else?
No, sir, that's it.
Commissioners, y'all have anything you know of that needs to go to committee? Sir, that you want, make a motion to send off these items to the respective committees that we're talking about. Mr. Clary, Mr. Motion, and Mr. Motion. Mr. Clary has a motion. Ms. Appleton has a second. Any further discussion? Yes,
One question, is it, we're gonna put a time limit on it, to bring it back, or whenever we need it, or?
I mean, I don't think anything is purely aggressive. We know that there are most of these communities will either already scheduled or things on to anyway. So I think, them all. If you want to make that part of it, any further questions? All in favor, send these all on this meeting, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, it is done. Appreciate that. Any other discussion, anything that anyone wants to bring up, I would like to say, appreciate having the panel system working better. I think once we get it tweaked a little bit, we're all going to like it a lot better. Mr. Mullin?
I was thinking today, this county, do you think it's getting big enough that, we need to have a manager, hire a manager to help with buying a property or whatever? Like you have a city manager, county manager, I guess for us it would be a metro manager. I don't know. Well, how we would do it? Just something to think about. And it's, I mean, you probably wouldn't want to do it anytime soon, but next time about next year's budget, we might do something to hire somebody to do the footwork of buying property, buy a jail, stuff like that. I know the mayor, I assume his plate's pretty full, and he don't have time, and you have time, but, me, chairman, I don't think we have time to do it right and everything, so I think it would be something to look at for the future. I consider that, is whatever anybody thinks.
Well, I do know that many counties, many cities, particularly municipalities, and the city manager or someone as the chief financial officer of the municipality. One thing I think we lose sight of here, our mayor and our staff and our elected officials are not just running the county, they're running the county and the city. And in so many places at one time, there was two separate organizations with all these people doing this. And we put them together, and I think we lose sight sometimes of how much extra responsibility we put on some of these department heads, particularly the mayor's office and ourselves as commission. It might be something that the time has come. If it's not come now, it's going to be coming someday. I think it's probably a good idea for us to kick this around. I don't know where to how to start other than this discussion here tonight. Y'all have any clear thoughts on this? I think this is something we're all going to have to think about. Mr. Ford.
I think we could certainly, in the future, and use for financial benefit. I think we probably want to spend. I look at Smith County, I would say that they have been able to come in at G, what they were was. He literally put Smith County on the map. All those businesses he got, and then I'm making a wonderful job in Smith County. In fact, years ago, we were able to come down here right across the street over next to the restaurant one night. All the commissioners, all the people in the county, anything to do with county business was there. You know, the nice streets. And I can see where we might need someone with that kind of expertise. Financial leader of it, also perhaps hoping to bring the industry in, it seems we're doing better at that, we won't know. That's future of the county right there.
Anyone else? Mayor?
Your industrial recruiter is trying to think about Tennessee Central, they entered into an intergovernmental local agreement with industrial development boards, so community industrial recruiting inside Tri-County County, done by Tennessee Central Economic for the state. They're done. It's done. It's improved much quicker than I anticipated when it was restructured. As far as the financial management side of it, I believe we discussed this during budget and finance about hiring a financial consultant, somebody to come in, look at the books and all that stuff. At the time, we decided not to do it, we're just gonna do the debt snowball, so that's something we wanna look at. But I will say Ms. Thomas is a certified county financial officer, she's done the CTAS training and all that stuff, so that's what her position is. I mean, I would say executive assistant, but she's really budget and finance is what she is. She just does all these other things also.
That's one thing I was gonna say, we have somebody in that capacity, but we love them too much other things. I know I do. And, maybe we need to take a look at that as well. Appreciate you bringing it. I think it's something that we need to think about. Mr. Dykes.
It's also my attention, like, especially having getting this system put in here, there's a dire need for our lights and those. Dire. There's one of the things that falls around. Just, not in the house, phone call in to people that are handling it, we went home to be very responsive to get it, and to be the results shortly after that. So, there's a dire.
No, that's what we looked at a few years back. And, we've already networked and found this, remembering this incorrectly. Felt like that with them, you didn't have a person that you were relying on. They had 3 calls at the same time as from COVID. That ours networks had staff people, and then we felt like that it would be more responsive and be more available in emergency situations. There again, that was the reason being, more and more every day, we have more IT, more demands on IT, and I think probably is some communications meetings with that.
Bring up the phone system, the entire different pieces like the configuration that we have needs of the person that's not ready. At least for the year, as you're watching, getting voice over the systems are not infallible. Anything that looks at the walls have to fail. Just look at it.
I think we should make suggestions, communications, this. That's the place that needs to start, Mr. Clare.
I think at the time, we discussed 2 years ago or something, it's a whole lot cheaper to go with artists than it was hire one person to do it.
This person, if they know what they're doing, will be the highest paid person.
You know, 6 figure. So,
Seriously, seriously. If you think you're gonna get somebody that's passionate, knows what they're doing, for $34,000 a year, for food. And there are people that do it, and I'm sure there are people who apply that would love to do it for us, but, it's not a low paying job. And maybe not. Hey, public comment? Anybody in the public like to make any comments tonight? We'd welcome to comment. Anyone has anything they'd like to say? Now's the time. Seeing none. Ms. Ford?
make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to adjourn. We have a second. Ms. Ferguson makes the second. All in favor, please say aye.